You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV, where they stream on Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring this edition of the Breakfast Show come to you this Tuesday morning. Mina Khadija Bangora.
And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Today is Tuesday, this 18th day of March 2025. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show this morning, where they can look at different public interest topics them where one human rights lawyer done the advocates for, especially the current situation where it come to the blackouts and shortage of electricity where plenty people under is concerned about. We look at this and other issues them inside this edition of the Breakfast Show.
Well, this and plenty other story them, then are the program for you. Plus, yesterday information we reach Liberty Online TV now that some SLPP support them been get some issues na kono. Usai police been fire tear gas. So we'll go na kono and talk to a colleague journalist. We will give you updates about waiting exactly be happening yesterday na kono and waiting be make the police then be fire tear gas and also go make any arrest of them people there. So we be particular incident. Well, as you know, hear from my colleague Mabel, today in the studio we get one human rights activist and also a lawyer. We na at the Macauley Esquire. We get concerned, but things them way is say no they happen the right way in the country. One pandemic, na the plenty blackouts, especially in Freetown, and also they talk about the violence where they happen at different parts of the country for sake the SLPP lower level elections, and also get concerned about the drug baron where the Dutch government say they based na Freetown from 2022. All of this we go discuss inside the program this morning, and na the studio we get Adi Macauley Esquire, a human rights lawyer and also an activist. Good morning, Mr. Macauley.
Good morning, Khadija. Good morning, Mabel, and good morning, viewers and listeners.
All right, that's our studio guest we will get this morning. We'll come to run shortly. We go expressing concern about different things them where they express where they want for talk about, and we'll also try to get government, especially from the Ministry of Information and Communication, but the minister they say they're out of the country and minister not be available. We also try for reach to the Deputy Minister of Energy instead not be available. But we'll try for get them in case we need for get response from them based on what Mr. Macauley go talk na the program this morning. We'll continue with the breakfast show.
All right, well, quickly go to the Funkia community na Godrich. Also, some young people don't tell Liberty Online Television, sell, then they get some living. Let we watch as we reporter Mozetta Monigo Masako Bingo Wakade.
Plastic get boku use them, and also then ki use them for make different plastic things them, like rubber chair, spoon, and also cup them. Where this make the plastic get good use for make plenty things them. Some young people them we tap na the Funkia community, they get at this plastic as way for make them survive and fencing do. I talk with some of them young people them with one businesswoman where himself they do this work on how this done they work for them.
I think it's normal work with the plastic. We see film plastic and for most survive. If they buy the young car for buy plastic, that is it. No way to survive. You see, just the way they see no more, they need more plastic for can buy. The way they buy now, they buy we able to sell for me, no scale. Maybe business will go fast. But the day they need come and they still they pick and pack no more by the way they buy them. They really feel now this no more will go power.
I don't depend on now 1 year. Now 1 year the cash now so far next summer, but
we don't come.
Nobody know the way they help you. So before you go cheap, the reason is we put plastic only. hold on, pick plastic, give it to our country, don't go and help you. Before we go do back.
From this plastic, I would survive. So when people are to buy, so we hold you get some iron, they already pick, some rubber there. Even the one rubber out, they sell this 1,000, they go penny when they do. So then people have not come for the day, you know where we get money, you know we survive, so we still. You know, I make good and they regularly.
I do tell the students like they say all the time. When pick plastic, when out 10, 15, 20,000, most of them are always only nowadays. Only money don't come. You know whatever pick plastic. Even tell people don't go. We know they teach force here again. If not, this is not problem.
That will be the sales fast. And now the factories are not the one. Understand? That only because they will not be able to do fast sales. Because factories are not the one. You understand? Then the money they use for the day, they can use 5-6 million every day. Because the body, we thank God we will help them with this kind of business. Because that they because they know they go for thief. You understand? So we need help. But the help that the help we need more factories than for camp. So how they buy, now so if they get chance to go sell, we able to do business. But if they buy no more in the store, we not go able to do business because we not go able to get money for buy from the body. And with the help for clean the city, because this na thing we not they working. Anytime a block, they make flooding happen at the time. You see,
Suleiman Mansare, the chairman for plastic buyer, talk about the use where this plastic gets and how they can import them go Guinea for go manufacture them.
Now they make with rubbers. Now they make different type of plastic bags. Any kind of plastic bag we see in Sierra Leone is plastic. Na Sierra Leone now they make them. They send and go how you call them Mali, different country, even Europe, the man can ship them. Guinea, all the can when they recycle for making rubber chair, rubber buckets, rubber kits, all kinds of rubber, all kinds of bag. It's plastic. But now Sierra Leone will just get only 2 factories. We buy the plastic. Nothing they can buy for. We buy them for maybe them bag, plastic bag. We put a charcoal for putting like we do na my market bag, the market plastic bag, right? Different type of plastic we need. Now we get white plastic. We don't count white plastic bag, and they recycle and make them Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone another opportunity for make like put it in the make. Do you understand? That make we look at a trailer can go. It cost you lots, right? Now when you watch over here, we get more than 150 but we dey pick plastic here. When every day, check just every day 6 million, say 2, 3, 4 months for Boku money than day.
It's same way to talk about how this plastic business don't help Boku youths them around and na they survive.
We go born and they don't die. We born and they don't get family themselves in this city and at 2 million to survive. Any day we no car, a big problem, big disaster. So man they go to, so man they go cause other problems. So that make every day they come, let themselves get, because do this we get.
For sake of this work where them people here they do, this make them they call on governments for help them as this not the only way for find better thing do for themselves. For Liberty Online TV, Moseta Monigo Macauley, the reports.
All right, from that report today, when they come back in the studio, as earlier we introduced, we studio guest winner Adi Macauley Esquire, a human rights lawyer and also an activist, where they can talk about different concerns them where he say he gets as a Sierra Leonean and also an activist. One pandemic that you all get for do with the plenty blackouts where we don't bring different people then from EDSA and serve that of government and the opposition for talk about. But again, activists and citizens then are people them where na part of the Salon population and as also Liberty Online TV they give platform and voice to everybody we get concern for express your concern them. So now that make Mr. Macauley with me at the studio this morning. Good morning once more, Mr. Macauley, and welcome again to the Breakfast Show. You know, one person way, a lot of time people don't they hear you, don't they speak up on issues we get to do with human rights, the rule of law, and plenty other constitutional issues them. But recently, you don't they express concern through your social media handles them. You don't they talk about the suffering of the Sierra Leoneans. You don't they talk about the cocaine. You don't they talk about violence and other thing them. Firstly, let's start for talk about the electricity. When are the current challenge for Sierra Leone and them? Also, you stand in this debate because when you listen to the lead them na the energy sector, will be host Edmond Nunina, when the deputy minister, they talk about plenty corruption where he said in the sector, they don't mount investigations and then they try for resolve some of the issues where he say they inherit and not to today problem then go able for fix. In this excuse, I don't quote the deputy minister for Gay, you feel say tangible?
I would tell you, say, people are elected into offices for solve problems. When President Bill be the campaign during 2018, he get a manifesto promise we make to the people of Sierra Leone. We make to the people of Sierra Leone. And the manifesto promises then they now a social contract between him and the people of Sierra Leone. And if now ordinary contract where you breach and they sue you. Unfortunately, we not get the laws in Sierra Leone where probably countries like states like California, even though not to state comparison, but California then state constitution get this law say even in the middle of the governor in town, the population can do a petition where it reach certain number, they can do what they call a recall. They do an election for recall, say, well, we give you this mandate, but you not don't perform for make we able for say which will be give you the mandate for you don't do them. So we they recall you, they remove you and try for get early elections. I sure say if we constitution we get that kind of provision, the President Bill today, the people of Sierra Leone go overwhelmingly take the decision for recall them from office because the government has been very, very incompetent. Now we come to the issue of energy sector. Not forget to say the energy sector, a livelihood issue for lots of Sierra Leoneans. It is also a security issue for the state because when you look at critical institutions like the hospital, the military, the security services, and other public service providing institutions, they need electricity for able to provide the services where they give to the public. So if we're not able to provide that electricity, it means that they get a domino effect of less, provision of services in all the other sectors than they. So for me, it is clearly an incompetence on the part of government. Not forget, in 2014, President Nkrumah in government get a review of the then National Power Authority and say, look, the National Power Authority too big for making able for provide, for generate, distribute and supply electricity. So let we break them. They create EGTC and EDSA. EGTC, now then they generate and distribute. EDSA, now then they manage the distribution and collection of revenue. And let's make this very clear. We get two issues in the energy sector. One, generation and supply. The second one, now affordability. The problem we get now, not to generation and supply, now affordability problem we get. EGTC with all the other power generating companies there, able for generate the power. Now pay government able for pay for it, make we get this problem of power cuts in the country.
Also, you think government miss follow we as a nation reach a stage usai according to you generation not an issue when it comes to electricity but affordability na the problem. Also you think say they miss
the problem now is car power get about 100 megawatts capacity, but the contract we then sign with government, as I know it, therefore provide 65 megawatts. And just recently, now government asked them for reduce the megawatts where they supply, because government able for pay. As it is now, we owe them about $50 million. And in the course of the contract from 2018 to date, we don't pay car power ship about $300 million. This money able for buy 3 car power ship for Sierra Leone owner. So the problem is that we now, as a country, not able to come up with a successful, sustainable power generation. We always don't rely on emergency power. Emergency power, basically, now we probably get small problem with you thermal generation plant or you hydro that you say, okay, come in, can fill in the gap until we're able to solve this problem. That was what we understand emergency power for be. Emergency power now don't turn to permanent power. So me not see who side this government to do anything for solve the electricity problem.
What do you think say the issues the way EDSA suffer from? Is it issues of accountability or a lack of leadership? Because many Sierra Leoneans then be feel say after the resignation of Alhaji Kanja, when the longest serving energy minister, we sits in the sector for about 6 years, he resigned, then the presidency in the energy minister now, until later point where he appoints Alhaji Kande Yumkela for be the sector lead. What's he missing in the energy sector? Is it accountability or leadership?
Well, wherever there isn't accountability, there is lacking of leadership. As I know it, the biggest problem for EDSA is that they are a loss-generating entity. They make losses of about 45%. You know, I still recall where the chief minister, Dr. David Senge, make an unfortunate statement when he became to the issue of would they thief electricity. He's saying mosques and churches. That is unfortunate because you get the industrial sector now, companies, the way they consume huge megawatts of electricity. These are the companies that we know they pay for making able to meet the cost of electricity. I mean, companies like Cleosem and other companies, them, like Cleosem alone, they use a capacity of about 5 megawatts. That would take the whole Fube community within a day. So if you're not able to recover the bills from their companies, then big EDSA customers, then it becomes difficult for you to be sustainable.
You think say the current load shedding where EDSA don't introduce now Freetown now one way go bring solution to the current blackouts where people they complain about?
Well, the load shedding itself is not a solution. It's a firefight. Then give it timetable. Say, now so we the give light. Even that timetable they cake. Because they tell you, say, we the give light at this particular time, then you know they get time. So we need to understand whether it's just a means of trying to calm people down. But like I say in my opening, electricity is a bread and butter issue. A lot of families them in this country, who didn't have treat, you didn't have vehicle, you didn't pass. You see a lot of people, they sell cold water, they sell ice block, they sell things the way probably you need for putting a fridge, yogurt and all that thing in there. And now from EDSA, they get the energy for able to run the fridge and freezers then a house, for able to produce the entire what they talk about. Many of them people are not able to buy generator or pay the fuel cost for they run them independently from the national grid. So if petrol not there, if energy not there, then it means that people are not going to get access to electricity. We go able to make their yogurt, they make their cold water, then ginger beer, where they go able for sell. So it's a lively issue.
All right, continue for the program, Mr. Macauley. We're going to connect quickly. Also, yesterday, information we reach Liberty TV now that some issues be happen between SLPP supporter and Kono as the vice president, Dr. Mohamed Julde Jalode Kono now for pay visits to Kono people and some SLPP supporters them been protest in front of the vice president. Outside police been fire tear gas. Well, on the line now we go with colleague na Konoina Mohamed Matia with the work for Eastern Radio. For give we updates what exactly what happened yesterday na Kono. Good morning, Mr. Matia.
Good morning, Liberty TV, and good morning, our dear listeners.
All right, yesterday information we reach we na that issues been there na Kono and police been get for fire tear gas. Start for tell we listener the exactly what be happen and why police been fire tear gas.
Yeah, so I will take you back recently on the Friday, where the Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, being Kana Kono District, yeah, so now Kwedi City to be precise, and according to our income for Kan Sunakati, for Kan called the Hokan get everybody. So at the time when the Vice President they approached the party office, they get they say Safia must go, where Alala break out between the various SLPP party, they marshals them. Well, according to allegations, they say the marshals that they divided, one between the current chairman, Safia Lesin Mwewa, marshals them, with the other candidates, according to the allegations, where in back you marshal, they say the current service chairman not for access the
All right, that's Mohamed Matia.
casualties.
Yes, Matia, go ahead. We get interruption
All right.
with the connection. All right, so they try.
All right, so, and in address, the Vice President in tell and say, SLPP.
You still watch the breakfast show na Liberty Online TV, and members you say for the watch can send you message, ask you question, make you comments regarding issues them we will discuss in this edition of the breakfast show. As this morning we will look at different public interest issues them we one human rights lawyer when Adi Macauley they raise inside the studio. We don't begin to talk about energy, but we still let's forget Matia Frost from Kono. Also we say some chamot been day yesterday. Also police be end up fire tear gas. We go Claytown get Matia forget updates on waiting they happen they currently after that incident they will be happen yesterday. Now Kono, but we still get Adi Macauley inside the program this morning where there is concern on different issues them we get for do with public interest, and like I will be stated earlier, Liberty Online TV may try forget somebody from the government for respond to some of the concerns them we added is, but we not be able to forget person yet for respond. We continue for look at your concerns and where you get still on the one we get for do with electricity. Inside the past 7 years of the bio-led administration, how you go rate performance under this sector?
I will rate performance under this sector, probably. I will give them 10%. So it's interestingly enough, I get some figures where I generate before they come here. And I want to do a comparative analysis. SLPP, because I'm a human rights activist, a lawyer, but also a politician, we did seek the flag bearership of the All People's Congress for the 2028 elections. I know they talk for the party now, they talk for myself. And I will just make some comparisons. In 2017, the power generation capacity of Sierra Leone na 20 megawatts. Dr. Anes Baikuma come and make a manifesto promise say it will bring light, calm na Freetown and other parts of the country in 100 days. And we all see say it be duam. Between 2007 to 2018, when the then APC government left power, we were able to increase the power generation capacity from 20% to 105%. That is from 20 megawatts to 105 megawatts. That is an 85 megawatt increment in 10 years. And at the moment, the government, we say, then don't increase the power generation capacity of the energy sector to 150 megawatts. But we're not able for see them, we're not able for feel them, because the facts on the ground are that people, they grumble, but electricity, especially this holy month of Ramadan, where people need energy for preserve their food, whether they eat during the day and also in the morning. So it's a very difficult situation for we. And also, like I say, there are issues of affordability, there are issues of generation.
All right, Mr. Macauley, we'll come back to you quick. Let's just join Mattia again from Kono. We be good update, but violence will be take place yesterday in Kono. Mattia, earlier you be trying for give a background as to who said the issues were happened yesterday in Kono been start.
Yeah, so like I say on Friday, when last week the Honorable Vice President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, when Dr. Mohamed Julian Jallo, also a son of the soil, I mean Kono district as somebody who born Kono, they come to Kono district, say come for court fast with the people in Kono district. And so approaching the SLPP party office now, Opera, when the main Kankod Road, get some party marshals them within the very SLPP where Ala been take place between them. Where some party members of the talk say the current serving chairman if for go, some man they say not for enter the party office. So that they been caught Ala between the marshals them, where they wound some man them at the end of the day and take them care and go to the government hospital. And as a result of that, the vice president have not been glad about that kind of scenario. They have been just for address the party member then say whosoever feel agree for any possible way, for making continuing leadership, if we use the ballot box and not for fight. And he said, say what them do so like crime against the state, and that then as a government and as also as a vice president, let them not chance because now cannot picking, but the responsibility and for ensure say you also contribute to maintaining peace and order in this country. He says so being glad for stick out to be happen and be talk to the party members and say such thing not fine at the point in time like that day. And then yesterday now, some party members them as well, where they also been lead a protest, where they say Safia Moewa when they elected currently the chairman, they say him for go. So then they been able for say according to the allegation that the party supporters then they may head towards PPRC office where they now Old Ngema Road, and police not be allowed them for make them wait for access day. And so police give them the directive say no, if not for doing anything, no, go na PPRC own office department. So not be listening to that according to the allegations. So that be all the police for left with no option but for fire tear gas yesterday.
Among them protesters there, so where you just don't confirm to we say police been use tear gas for disperse them. You know if police be make any arrest, and if the vice president again, like how you say, the first protester there, it be addressed there and condemn that act of violence there and advise them for use the ballot box. Any information don't come out from the vice president where you just report to we say in a son of the soil?
Well, so now the vice president will return back, will not get any update from her. They also not get any official statement from arrest of anybody from the part of the police, and the vice president not on the ground again. Even this morning, radio programs, they will see what the stakeholders themselves that they call. They address and talk to the party supporters and say, let them focus on the election, whatever the case be. Let them listen to PPRC, and then let them use the ballot to then delegate them for use the ballot box for make the decisions who they want instead of taking to the street, and also for disturb the peace. And the way they say that, they also know they are in line with the vision of President Bio, because on our party they in governance. If whatsoever, you will use the right channel and the appropriate means for vent out to anything with the money instead of taking to the street, will also be disturb other peaceful Sierra Leoneans.
Apart from the response of the vice president initially, any official statements don't come out from the SLPP for address this issue, especially after what happened yesterday?
Well, we did wait for that, but we not get any official statement from anybody within the party or any institution officially to not get that kind address date or paper of publication.
How the atmosphere sound like as we talk this morning?
Well, the atmosphere currently in cool and calm. Everybody they about the normal business this morning. Just that I'm waiting for tell you say that one of the communities, two picking and school picking they left inside fire. One community inside Benson, chief the way they call one community inside upper Benson, two picking and left inside fire. So that also worries some to the people that are currently in the district.
What's it cause the fire?
Well, according to season and according to people them, put fire, then begin to go for mango. You know, so not begin them by the time now the mango na grassland. By the time now this thing then they notice now say the fire don't engulf them. So and then I begin them, they know for defend themselves. So that's not the kind of cry today. Waiting at the height of the people of the chiefdom and Kono, because now school picking them, come on school fair mango, they at the end of the day they go left inside fire. So that's not also another worrisome situation currently in Kono.
All right. Many thanks to you, Matia. We're going to call for get updates on different issues them where they happen in Kono. Thank you for joining with this morning.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, that's Mohamed Matia in our head of programs for Eastern Radio Nakono. If the updates we but issues where they happen Nakono between some SLPP supporter them, we been go and protest before the PPRC office, and also he say again on Friday, then same supporter they also been go protest and the SLPP party office, and the Vice President Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo will be meet up that protest in Nakono. He be address and condemn this particular act where the SLPP supporter them put up, and he advised them for use the ballot box for expressing dissatisfaction. When they continue the program and they come back in the studio, we still get Adi Macauley Esquire where they talk on different human interest issues them. From the blackout, one of the other things that we don't express concern about, because over the weekend I see through you official X handle, you be make a tweet outside you talk about different things them, and the tweets they show now on the screen. You start for say the SLPP Pauper government been promised Sierra Leone and prosperity, but waiting and they deliver now a roadmap to poverty. Firstly, you can start for own up by that tweet they say it come up from you.
Certainly, that tweet they come up from me. That's my handle.
Okay, waiting at the yardstick where you use for measure say the prosperity where the President Bio-led government been promised people, and through the manifesto commitments them, they don't deviate from them, and now then they land Sierra Leonean them to poverty. What are you evidence that we go put before Sierra Leonean them?
One of the evidence now the energy sector, as I say, largest complete me flow of thought. Like I say, President B, if I'm to grade him in performance in the energy sector, I will give him 10%. Why? In 2018, access to energy by Sierra Leonean population at 26%. In 7 years, he only do able for increase them by 3%. Then let's go back to 2007, when President Nkrumah take office. The energy access by the Sierra Leonean people now only 13%. Then in 2018, when it left power, it take her to 26%. So that is an increment of 16% in 10 years. And in 7 years, President Bio only able to give 3%. It just left 3 more years for him to say goodbye to the people of Sierra Leone. And if you're able to do 3% in 7 years, in 3 years, now 1.5% if my math's right. So in totality, it will be 4.5% increment in access to electricity by Sierra Leoneans for President Bio in full 2 terms. But for President Nkrumah, now 16%. So if you degrade, I will give President Bio 10%. And also, when you look at the cost of electricity, you know, as they say, when you look at the energy sector, the generation and supply are one, accessibility and affordability are two. We get one of the highest tariffs in the world. At the moment, it's 28 cents we pay per kilowatt, 28 8 cents from 16 cents in 2018 where President Bio take over to 28 cents. And when I do my studies before they come now, on a normal basis, if you take the thermal generating capacity, if they between 10 to 15%, but if they use renewables like energy, wind, and all of that, it will be between 6 to 10 cents per kilowatts. So for people they pay 28 cents, it's killing. Remember, first time I put 500,000. It will give me about 360 or 80 units. Now, when you put 500,000, you get about 50-something units. So a lot of people now, even when lights they come, the major appliances, they go put them off because it's becoming unaffordable for the people of Sierra Leone. I mean, electricity is a human right issue. Now, something where people forget access to because you need that for almost everything what they do in the world. Now, given the emergence of and penetration of technology in Africa and Sierra Leone. So if electricity not there, then you go find it very difficult for do any other thing.
Based on the calculation we just don't do, the money where people take for Biden lights right now, then they get the value for that money there currently?
Certainly, the Sierra Leonean people only get value for money. Affordability na one, accessibility na two. You can able for afford pay for electricity, but they get electricity. And the sad part is that when you top up your meter, there is a certain percentage where they pay whether you run meter or not on a weekly or monthly basis. So they pay for a service where you actually know they get. That is really, really, really unfair on the people of Sierra Leone. And going further, EDSA they lost 45%. They make losses of 45%. So you get car power ship, like I say, get the capacity for give 100 megawatts, but the contract now 65. And governments don't tell them for reduce them to 45. So let nobody not believe them. Whether they talk say there is a problem in the electricity generation. No. Now, pay we're not able for pay for
now. The question now we many Sierra Leoneans they ask if we they pay for this electricity through the top up they buy for meter them. How come government not able to generate money for pay for this same electricity we citizens they buy?
Now incompetence. Like I say, EDSA now then they do the collection of electricity bills. And as I can say, sometimes we get for bringing in the private sector. Because many a time, government not a businessman. They not sabi run business. Me go suggest to EDSA, say, get 2 or 3 private companies who una go employ. Say, una day for collect we revenue from we customers. When you collect them, you get 0.1 or 0.2% in commission on them. See if they not go get companies where they can, because companies are there, private companies are there to make profit. And the more collection you make, the more profit you make because you are running on a commission. But as at now, EDSA, now DNSSF, they collect the revenue. And there's a lot of corruption. Not too long ago, there were issues with certain big factories and companies that way they go catch the thief electricity. Chief Minister not talk about the one a day. Now, Popo mosque and churches them, but we don't pray for them. This holy month of Ramadan, let God forgive his sins them.
You just make mention of the issue of corruption, and you now be once anti-corruption boss. If now be under your era by now, you don't drag people from EDSA for investigation?
So let tell you what me do what the ACC. There was a problem with stealing of electricity, and there were teams out there where they go out for check people the meters there. Like me, so in the past 1 year, I don't get like 4 or 5 term heads at the camp for check me meter. And what will we do then with the Office of the Attorney General, Wayne Joseph Kamabi, did they? We agree, say, we get for lend hand to EDSA for ensure, say, then get the capacity for able, for catch people the way they thief electricity. So what we do was that the people the way they go out there, the teams the way they go out for check for people the way they thief electricity, we be include ACC investigators amongst them. Because not forget, say, there were also complaints that when people go na people in host, when EDSA officers then go na people in host, then go catch them, they bribe them and they left them. So now make we say we put ACC officers that they for watch EDSA officers themselves way they go for enforce, you know, the law against people the way they thief electricity. So that was one thing. I mean, you get for look at the ACC Act for no say we get not just investigation, we get provisions for systems and processes review. If I was at the ACC at this time, I would get with systems and processes department for go into EDSA for do a review and see what are the core problems where they make they're not able for recover the revenue where EDSA they generate from customers there. That is one thing I would have done. And I sure say at the end of that exercise day, we for don't get the reason why and there would be workable solutions. ACC gets expert in systems and processes way before going there. We get accountants, we get investigators, we get people that are policy people inside at the time. So therefore they for going to EDSA and try for help them out and see which are the problem and proffer solutions.
Now go back to the second aspect of the tweets we make over the weekend, where they talk about the SLPP administration now being promised people prosperity, and now within they deliver a roadmap to poverty. You also say them promise for rebrand Sierra Leone, but within they succeed for doing for turn the country to the darkest country in the world, and also premier narco state in the sub-region. Let me look at the poverty aspect. Many a times, people believe now, say, Sierra Leonean not able for earn waiting in the eat. But this not a now problem. Now problems we don't do for the longest of time. And if you say the SLPP administration, they carry the people into poverty, in the 7 years of rule, they don't do some things they hold on the see governments they talk about. They get a big 5 game changer. They was like the most famous feed salon program day, and a program this way government don't they implement. How you arrive to a conclusion with all that is happening, programs that they implement, you say that they lead citizens them to poverty.
Well, feed Sierra Leone are just a gimmick. Are you going to feed Sierra Leone where you don't increase the cost of the staple food when I rise by almost 1,000%? How you expect, say, people then go get money for buy one bag rice? Okay, let me just give you this. The minimum wage in 2018 was 500,000 leones, which was about $63. At the moment, President Bio don't increase the minimum wage to 800,000 leones. We're in about $33. So in real terms, not to an increment, now a decrement in the purchasing power and capacity of the average worker with the earn minimum wage. So inside that 500,000, they way now be the minimum wage. Take and say you now ordinary worker with the work source where they pay you 500,000. Rest now be 200,000. Inside that 500,000, you're able to buy rice, one bag rice for your family. And the cost of electricity per kilowatt hours was about 16 cents. So 100,000 leones top up will give you then about 50 units. So that 50 units, they're able to run through them towards the end of the month. So out of that 500, you don't spend 300,000. You still left 200,000. It is not enough. It wasn't enough, but if you're still able to manage them. So inside that minimum wage, they're able to buy one bag rice, able for pay you electricity, probably if you pay us rent of 100,000, you go pay and day. So now President Bio don't come and say, okay, me they increase the minimum wage to 800,000. But the 800,000 on its own, not even able for buy you one bag rice. So the purchasing power of the minimum wage don't reduce by almost 50% between 2018 to 2025 where we are today. So for me, that is where I pull my phrase where I say President Bio promised prosperity, what he lay na a roadmap to poverty. That is one. Secondly, take for example the cost of petrol. Petrol for liter was 6,500. Today, the cost of petrol is 27,000. Are you telling me that that is the way you empower people?
But don't the government officials they talk about some of these then are causes of all that is going on in the world, the Russia-Ukraine war and other global contributing factor them we make prices, especially for local food commodity them, not stable.
So I want to ask this question. Now, say you no more the Russia and Ukraine conflict they affect? No, many other countries that, in fact, globally, one way or the other, they affect them. But what in the country that they do was bring in policies where they cushion the effect of the Russia and Ukraine war. But, you know, what in this government good at is making excuses. All the time, it's making excuses. And a lot of the time, when people try for bring solutions, then go call you names. When people try for bring solutions, they go call you name. And we they talk about one of the ways where you go able for cushion that one day, now for improve on your foreign exchange. And one of the ways that I believe say we go able for improve on the foreign exchange reserve, now for make President Bio reduce in foreign trips the way they make. Many of those trips are unnecessary. Anytime why
you say unnecessary?
How much what it don't bring come na the country from them trips a day? What it actually don't come na the country is just to get difficult on a daily basis. When you compare how in the travel with other African presidents, President Bio probably don't travel 70 to 80% more than many other African presidents.
But according to they go for sell salon and clean the image of the country compared to how he inherit them.
Oh, really? Cleaning the image of the country. So just 2 or 3 days ago, news broke out say President Trump don't suggest say salon for they at the list of countries the way they want for put on visa ban. And not too long ago, we diplomatic vehicle, na Guinea, the Guinean authorities then, Kecham, we the commerce salon, they go inside Guinea, with 5 bags or suitcases full of cocaine. And not too long ago, we also see photos of a drug baron where the Dutch government want him because they don't convict him and sentence him for drug trafficking. We also, last week, the Belgian government said don't convict her in absentia. We see that kind of particular person there, then in this country, and we now know, say, he don't live here for at least 2 years. We now know, say, they carry a Sierra Leonean diplomatic passport in the name of Umar Sharif. And we now know, say, in fact, it came very close to the surroundings of the president. We see on several photos that particular individual there, then at the same church, just a row after President Bio, and standing next to President Bio in daughter. Then also na President Bio in farm. They do harvesting. We see the same particular individual there. It did in the vicinity of the president. Is that cleaning the image of Sierra Leone? No, it isn't cleaning the image of Sierra Leone. In fact, what you don't succeed for do, now for just drag the image of Sierra Leone further into the dirt. So now what did happen? When you hold Sierra Leonean passport, you travel, they scrutinize you than they do. In fact, America go what they call enhanced scrutinizing. They search you more than they search any other person because you hold a Sierra Leonean passport. Why? Because Sierra Leone don't they turn to a narco state. Just recently, na UK and Liverpool, they sentenced 6 or 7 people them to a cumulative jail term of 75 years. Why? Because the container Como Salonia, we reach na Liverpool. When the British authorities then checked that container there, about 300 kilograms of cocaine did. Not too long ago, inside Ivory Coast, truck we come on here, we go through Guinea, they go to Ivory Coast, then catch a back with cocaine. So at the end of the day, we don't get a drug problem now as a country. How do we clean it? One, we get for sure the international community say, we are serious about the fight against narcotics. Drug trafficking is an international crime. We already say the ambassador na Guinea was to a very large extent on home detention. The president don't recall him, they don't appoint a new ambassador. From where he came, we know really nothing about what action that they take.
But investigation they go on because we interviewed the foreign minister Naya, that's in a way just come on Guinea for go get negotiation with the Guinean authority them where he say na him bring the former ambassador of Sierra Leone from Guinea, he come and hand over him to the authority in Sierra Leone for let them do the investigations. That investigation they ongoing according to within Timothy Kababin tell we at the studio. And also again, they all get for do the drug baron. Usai President Bio don't start for take actions. He don't relieve the former immigration boss, Alusan Kane, with videos and pictures be emerged, where himself now one of the people them according to within Sierra Leone and seen the videos and picture them, been they very close with this drug baron. You know, things that their actions then they from His Excellency enough for sending a signal say the investigations are serious.
Well, how many times we don't see this day replay in this country where something happen, they announce you they can't do investigations. After that, they get nothing again. Timothy, the foreign minister, don't tell Una say they do investigations. But they not tell who that they investigate, who that they don't talk to, what did happen. I mean, our hunt, merely for a public order offense, they lock them up for almost 3 months. This is a serious drug issue. We don't bring international disgrace to we all now as Sierra Leoneans. The best you can do, now for relieve of their offices, then go sit down. No. Me know they say na so they do, because now only a court of law will conclusively say, yes, they were part of the conspiracy in drug trafficking in this country. But we get for see tangible actions. ACC for don't come in and say how Umar Sharif end up for get diplomatic passport.
According to government, answers go come include the investigation where the police do currently. You not trust that particular investigation where the police do regarding these issues where they make mention of?
You don't want the police come on radio or television and talk about the investigation where they do regarding the issue, yeah? The foreign minister, the information minister, not when they do PR for police. Police, they get their own media one. Media one don't care and tell Una say police, they investigate. ACC get public outreach. They don't care and tell Una say they investigate anybody regarding the allegations the way don't come open a public.
Well, according to the foreign minister, he said they do a joint investigation, that of Guinea and Sierra Leone. And I asked, so we don't see outside the IG, Fire Celu, don't go na the every Tuesday government press briefing. They don't tell and say yes, then they investigate. And the person where then they investigate na Umar Sharif. they not sabi am for the Bello Just name, but then no say that person they at the picture of FIBA, somebody within the investigator named Omar Sharif.
Okay, so would I give Omar Sharif diplomatic passport?
Now that didn't investigate now.
How long okay, so like tell you how they give diplomatic passport. Now only the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, they authorize for let they issue diplomatic passport to anybody. So you don't need 2 or 3 days. There is a list of people in the State House where presidents don't approve the diplomatic passport issuance. And not to president they sit down on their own and approve. A recommendation they come out from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So if president don't approve a diplomatic passport for an individual with we name Omar Sharif, would that make that recommendation from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for let them give that passport there? The Udan the immigration head at the time we approve the issuance of the passport in terms of printing. These are all questions that are not difficult to answer. The answers are there. This government just they try for bury this news. Don't forget, cocaine trafficking, drug trafficking, an international crime. What it means is that even if na Sierra Leone you commit the act, if you pass go Britain, you pass go America, they get the jurisdiction for hold you and try you. So me go advise the one them we basically know within themselves say they involve in this cocaine and narcotics travel smuggling in Sierra Leone. Make them not venture for going to any one of the Western countries here. Because if they arrest you, they try you there.
So with all them things that we don't explain, it not align with the message where His Excellency the President say it travel all over the world for rebrand the nation.
No, it not align at all. I mean, we get issues of fake receipts coming from Lebanon. President say go Japan, he go meet that day. They don't ever show any evidence that they meet that the way APC left, we now go pay at Japan. I mean, all these are just propaganda. The president, unfortunately, will be the hope say he go come and take off from Musa President Kurma left and improve the country further. I still recall when they do the roads them. When they were in opposition, they call these roads cosmetic roads. Now, cosmetic, these are the roads they are using now. Now, the same road here, they block with the ordinary citizens for 2 or 3 hours of the day just for let them pass and go. Recently, the toll gate, they increased the cost of the toll gates by almost 500%. Then be say where they come, they dismantle the toll road. Now, for a Jeep, it don't come up from 4,000 to 10,000. So tell me where you don't improve the lives of Sierra Leoneans. You just they make it difficult and difficult. Access to water is another issue. Access to water, access to electricity. And you know, when we look at what President Bill do in terms of fiscal policies, it just don't deepen the poverty in Sierra Leone. And I do a small research before they come here. The cost of cement in the Finance Act of 2024, it don't increase. That is the taxes, the import duty, from 10% to 20%. 2 months ago, I buy cement for 150,000. Yesterday, I buy cement for 185,000 euros. Is that a message of prosperity, or is that a message that you sink Sierra Leoneans further into poverty? The earning power no increase. Sierra Leonean, the earning power no increase. Now, it should reduce, and the cost of living, they go up. This is the problem. Yes, for example, the import duty was 0% with President Biomita. The 2024 Finance Act don't increase unto 5%, don't bring account to 5%. And by 2025, it increase to 10%. Is this act an act that seeks to feed the people of Sierra Leone, or is this an act where they give Sierra Leoneans the ability for buyers? Iron rods, the import duty was 5%, now na 10%. Cooking gas was 0%, now na 5%. You cannot tax the people of Sierra Leone to poverty for generate revenues and bring the economy back to where it's supposed for them. For me, sound fiscal policies, a measured management of revenue and resources, and also for lock the gaps the way they make people become corrupt. Take for example audit report scam. You see ACC and Parliament they fight over who that get superiority. And me believe say Francis Ben Kaifala was correct. There is nothing in the law we say when they lay the audit report before Parliament, nobody else knows for look at them. Not at all. The ACC under Section 7 get a mandate for investigate corruption wherever they find them. And that's not the way they stop them from doing that.
All right, Sadi Macauley, continue further with at the studio. Come back to you. Still watch the Breakfast Show Liberty Online TV. The time from with studio clock now 1 minute after 9 o'clock. Let we join with sponsors them and come back.
To pay bills with the UBA mobile app, just log into the app. Click on Pay Bills within a quick links dashboard. You'll be provided with a list of various biller categories like cable TV, sports and gaming, utilities, airtime and data, and so on. Click on the biller category you want. Then select from a list of price options provided by the biller. Click Confirm to proceed with the transaction. Enter your PIN and click OK. And you're done. Enjoy paying your bills with the UBA mobile app.
Ready for more options? The UBA digital experience. Same features on a bigger screen, same login on any device. Send money, pay bills, top up airtime and data. Manage all your accounts. Switch up the look. Save for your goals. Get insights on your accounts, schedule upcoming payments, and more. Visit internetbanking.ubagroup.com to get started.
We continue with the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV, where they stream on Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Today, we talk to a human rights activist and also a lawyer at the Macauley, where they talk about concern that we get on different human rights issues. Then we don't talk about the blackout, and also we don't talk about issues we get for do with rebranding of the nation where President Bio say they do internationally. But according to them, based on several things that we don't outline. One, they all get to do with the drug baron and fugitive, where the Dutch government say based na salon. Now, one of the issues that way is say no align with the rebranding where President Bio say it did too. We will continue for talk to Adi Macauley, but quickly we look at another issue inside the program.
Right, we go quickly in our Bolima Community in Watetloo. Also, the people and what's up in this community, there is serious concern for sake of the blackouts where they say they one of them in this part of the country. Let me just watch as David and Casey say when our reporter been go work at this community.
This na the Bolima Community, na the far east of Freetown, Watetloo to be specific. Today, Liberty Online Television can work at this community. For talk to community people, let them tell me waiting are some of the constraints and challenges where this community don't get.
Well, first and foremost, when you look at them, we like to know this show. One thing for management area. Because we like the science, it's not because if you pass your lights, the science, you go okay. Right now, we like to know this show, the whole area. It's money, the money we got. Yeah, when we look at them, the first and foremost, we look the wrong campus cable. Then you don't know the main time when we say when this lights are because for the program and just campus cable and just off back no. Nobody know about privacy and so whenever you know press it, we will say well, what's a little bit they like to no time. So we just look from up to God. We don't make them time to it, fine. The challenge but from the former government says we don't see them.
This don't take a long time now because like everything is done on Kawa Salon.
no ever get a facility it's just only survive through small solar so not easy for me. It's all what that's any chance to get now government is on its side for me. We see polls them and then cross cable them from October the end we see that. So like really talk to the government and the other organizations there, it will feel pity for we in this community and this Watetloo as a whole. So that we will help with those light facilities so that the lights will help the homes there. And even the woman themselves will be happy for themselves will be able to get some feeding there. So that will be better for me and will help the community for development.
Of course, light business and this area don't turn. We have problem. People will suffer. Of course, common knows the lights. We lights in our area, people that enjoy. Of course, one of the best things we like for we lights in our area now. We keep the food stuffs there in our freezer. We see them the wealthy. Then after that, they look at the crime rates in this area. It's very high. Young man, the way lights not in our area, beside darkness, they do anything they feel for me. And after that, they look at the educational sector, give them where they come, or they get time for study. But lights not the all man they get money for buy lights, good light for people they study now. So all lens they are studying in the area. For the past 1 year, we encounter them with there. We just see people there with the people there. We know it's no lights, we know the experience, nothing. So we don't know what's going on. So we plead on behalf of everybody in this community for let the authorities them can in or let them give you lights.
This is affecting so maybe in a community we get lights. That bad skill they buy. We consume money now, understand? So if we don't get light now, what's it for buy bad skill? We look to the government like appeal, let me clear lights come for me now, Watetloo. But the situation is easy. If the lights there, we still know the day. Light away light not the day. It's money the common net, the month. But if I like this way, then the all know the happen. Because I make, and you can say, if you pass that company, like the police panel, so it can be back there.
Business, even though one time I don't know Watetloo na big town. Even Watetloo big pass, even Macauley when they try for if you like it, because majority of people holding at all, so then they all see in our Watetloo, but because of the light facility, they will transfer to Watetloo. You know, we make up our get lights. Because Watetloo get lights, most of people holding at all, all they transfer now Watetloo.
Well, it gets a lot of effect when they do to me surrounding first. When I've been to Lane, they not give me cable and let me say the place really Watetloo don't be different, but if you lights not the Watetloo not for fine obviously. And a big up our government, do ya Watetloo forget lights. We get light, it turn the second or third city. After Freetown Macauley, they think of Watetloo and Watetloo get for improve through the light on our go see.
These are the voices of people who talk in the Watetloo community inside Bolima, and of course they don't make mention of things that this community lack of. And one of the things that I like is the fact that forget electricity. Now one big challenge with this community going to face over the years. And of course the community people will call on the attention of government and all our serious organizations for ensure say they do the needful for let this community get good electricity. This is Liberty Online Television and me, we bring come this report to now. Me na David Yankee say.
All right, so they continue with the breakfast show and we still get Adi Macauley where they would twin at the studio where they talk about different things them way it get concerned about. Now we look now on the issue of this violence among SLPP supporters. Yesterday we get Lahai Lawrence Lima with the National Publicity Secretary after we PPRC don't look inside petition cases, about 14 petition cases them. They hand over the report to Dr. Prince Hardin, when the national chairman of the SLPP. Although Lahai Lawrence Liman say, and they review and take actions based on the recommendation of PPRC put inside this report, but he also concerned as well with the emerging violence from supporters them and members them of the SLPP. One recent one, na the one happened at Kenema, day before yesterday, where video go viral. And this morning, you just talk to a colleague journalist na Kono, we tell you about another violent way happened there, all because of this lower level election for a party where they in governance. This na a good example for una na the opposition.
SLPP political party, whether in opposition or in governance, they're a very violent political party. In fact, now that they're in governance, not only they don't use their own supporters them for perpetrate violence against the opposition, but they've also used state security apparatus for perpetrate violence against the opposition. In 2023, when we be the Common America with Dr. Samura after the ACC here in America, where they come. On mile 38, I was a victim. Then block we, there was a 1 mile convoy of people that we go receive we for camp. They were shooting live rounds and tear gas at unarmed civilians. We see what they do at the APC party office on 2 occasions, the week leading to the election and also after the election. Go there with military personnel, them shoot and kill people then they. People where the only thing they were doing was sitting in their party offices, celebrating the winning, where they don't go deliver for the party at the ballot box. Now, I don't see the SLPP, the GIWI, on a weekly basis, episodes of violent urges, inter-party violence, episodes of them on a daily basis. The bonus na mile 91. I see other videos there recently where even the domot na the manuals, they root and come in the windows them. We see the defects na Kenema almost for 2 hours with cutlass there. Police not show up. This violence not go continue so.
But yesterday we see President Begin be take action. Usai he relieve the Minister of Youth Affairs and the Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs and also the Director of the National Shipping Company, Wena Ahmed Sebum Kano. All of these, according to sources, being gets for do with related violence will happen at the lower level elections that on Kolili and that of the video we go viral from Kenema.
Like I say, the sacking of people na the easy route. The difficult route na stopping the urge of violence where SLPP they dish out to Sierra Leoneans them episode by episode on a daily basis. Which kind example this they set for we picking them? Which kind example? I go assure you say, if na be 2 fighting self inside APC office take place, 1 truck police they can they arrest them, charge them the next day, send a group of them by road. Because the law, they only work against the opposition. You know, they work for people with inside the ruling government. I see our hunt make statements and way, honestly, a public order statement them. Tell somebody what we make it vex. The president or any wife. We see the police arrest on live television, charge and go court. Then here where you talk, who are the victims them? You know, the where they bring in the Cyber and Security Crimes Act, then put a section there we talk about cyberbullying. When at that same section the police be used for arrest, Joy, Bayo, that lawyer we be gonna President Bio in Facebook or Twitter handle and say, President Bio, you know, for the talk on the by-election issue because you self your election is under question. She was locked up for 3 days for that. Our hunt was locked up for 3 months for allegedly insulting the president. But we never see why the president go make a formal report or team up na court say he feel the apprehension of fear of violence where the section say if you feel when somebody did they bully you na cyber. But at the end of the day, as I say, actions not just stop at sacking people. You have to go further. Arrest the people there. Videos then there of people the way they perpetrate the violence. Arrest them. Because if police begin arrest them and lock them up, next time, way man we sit down an air condition ministerial office call you say for take cutlass go fet, you dey think twice before you do them. But you know, it was amazing that they say for 2 hours, people they fed with cutlass, police not reach there. So the police then they enforce law only against the opposition and ordinary people. We come to SLPP and the powers that be. The law not they work.
Adi, I bring you back to the issue. It's for do with the current cost of living. Where you gonna market you get complaints from the one that way did they say things then they go up on a daily basis. This second term of President Bio, we know say one of his focus areas and get for do with agriculture. And when you talk about the 5 game changers then prioritize the feed salon. You feel say sign they don't begin the way they show say the feed salon go address the concerns in terms of cost of living?
Well, the signs will be out there. Go to market and ask for food stuff. Nothing no good to it. In fact, now up no more. The price that they go, they increase. Though to evidence for sure say the policies there for feed salon not they work. For me, it is dealing with the economy is a holistic thing. Say you get a small consumer market. We get a negligible industrial base. We over-reliant on mining and agriculture. For me, the agriculture is mostly on subsistence. Apart from probably Mairo, we don't come now, they do big on timber. Of course, Mairo come in Sierra Leone during the APC government. You know, and all the other Sokfin, they all come under the APC government. But what in President Bio for do, and this I think is a solution. Now for try for ensure say we get direct foreign investment where they can as alone. But again, when you get the first lady, they interfere into multilateral companies them where they can invest now. Then it becomes difficult.
What's in the interference with the
Of course, when I see the protest na Kono, I don't think saying that the role of a first lady for getting involved openly. You are the mother of the country. You for engage in private, not in public.
But they say go there as a daughter of the soil and not in a capacity as a first lady.
When you are first lady, you are first lady. If you go there as daughter of the soil, will you be treated as daughter of the soil? Now, state security personnel go today. So the tag of a first lady never changes. It never changes. Foreign direct investment is not something where you need.
But going there, seeking the welfare of in people in a corner, also it go wrong.
No, you know, it's I am not saying for do that one day. I did talk about backdoor engagement.
How?
Engaging the company, calling a private meeting, engaging the workers. For me, it doesn't show a good spectacle for the office of the First Lady.
But this, the First Lady not say, ever do in hiding. He says several engagement themselves now via emails and they communicate there and then people, the company now until where they write a now letter and copy certain individual, waiting be feel say they not be supposed for copy there.
Well, I know they try for criticize the whole way play. Now the manner in which it do now they talk about. She's the First Lady. I they talk about investors them. We want for calmness alone. Then see a video of the First Lady. For them, now they attack the company. Will they want to come to Sierra Leone? No. I believe say the First Lady get in her office quite a lot of staff the way for don't use as a front for do this particular thing. I mean, it is commendable for them for try for seek the welfare of workers, not just the manner in which it did to them. Talking from a Sierra Leonean point of view, it's okay with me. But if I were a foreign investor, I want to invest me millions and millions and millions of dollars in Sierra Leone, and I see that did happen. I go take a step back and say, well, now then people are supposed to protect we. So which is why I believe, say, the First Lady standing right in front publicly was not proper.
All right, let's look at few messages where people don't send. The first one they take the comments from Abubakar Rashid na Facebook. They say, Mr. Macauley, the incident na Kenema, where they call Agbao, the Deputy Minister, well now former Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs, done with the anti-terrorism law where then just passed. So you not think say that act then na Kenema, na terrorism then youth man then don't commit so.
Right, we look at more messages. This one regarding the first story will be played from one community na Godrich Usai people they deal in waste plastic. Jibrila Dumbuya na the YouTube channel they say Mr. Macauley, could you please help these plastic collectors with equipment such as waterproof boots, rain boots, gloves and masks, etc. They really are saving the community from hazards.
Alman J. Conte na Facebook, they say, na God go fight for we. It might seem funny, but there is too much of suffering in Sierra Leone. Every year, graduates are coming out, but no job. Small country like ours. God, please fight whosoever that is putting us into this suffering on this holy month. We really don't tire with the system.
We look at more messages. We don't come in. This one from Ronald Beresford Ignatius Judson. He say what the country needs is real leadership, unity in the aims and objective for a better Sierra Leone for all, not just few, which is happening since the independence. Today is SLPP, tomorrow is APC, and yet everyone suffers unless you are connected to the elites.
All right, one more message. Because of time, they will cancel Mr. Macauley. This one from More Musa. They say some people are mad that this gentleman is analyzing the current situation in the country compared to how it was because of politics. Some of you in these comments, all right.
The final one I go look Tunde Scott on the Facebook say Adi Macauley is a representation of hope and progress. He clearly outlined the problems and provides solutions to tackle this blackout crisis that the government has failed to address.
All right, from their messages, then they quickly would cancel Mr. Macauley.
Well, if I can look at the new terrorism laws, definitely the actions then we take place in the streets of Kenema. And, you know, the streets of Kenema are the stronghold of the SLPP. And according to the Lakrabu census of 2022, the population don't increase by 35%. Probably now make the violence don't increase so. But definitely it's a violent offense, and under the new law, it can, you know, suffice for terrorism. On the plastic bag issue, yes, this is a human concern, and now that particular community they na God they get the plastic, yeah. Me go provide 20 rain boot for them. Then also I go provide gloves for them, at least for let they able for keep themselves safe from the hazardous material them. And also I go get them face masks them for the fumes. Yeah, of course I will get for good day. And I will invite you now for cover the event.
All right, thank you very much. And that's today for the Liberty TV for give platform and give space to the voiceless. That's another either commitment from Adi Macauley. We will cover when it will go there for go do the donation, and then community how they try for identify, bring them voices so that then go get support from people we want for support them. Will they come back quickly before we wrap up? Waiting are some of the immediate solutions where you think say now you want for profile to this administration, especially on the critical issues that we don't talk about. They all get for do with the persistent blackout now in Freetown, and also they all get for do with the hardship.
The one we get for do with the persistent blackout in Freetown, like I don't analyze in my discussion now. Now one for do with the accessibility in terms of affordability. EDSA are not able to pay the power generators them, the companies where they generate the power, the cost of the electricity where they don't supply. And the reason we make EDSA not able for pay, now because EDSA no they generate enough revenue for pay. So which I go advise EDSA is this: put out an advert out there, get a policy in place where they encourage the private sector for coming and help with the revenue collection. Like I say, if you bring, you not get for sack people them. You bring a private company, we go employ existing employees of EDSA. But this private company will get a percentage of whatever that they collect, whether na 0.5%, whether na 1%. The more you collect, the more profit you make. And businesses, private businesses are out there to make profit. So if you do that one day, you go realize, say, the revenue collection by EDSA will increase by almost 100%. I mean, nobody need to show Orange, Africell out for generate and collect the revenue. They do it efficiently. So for me, the private sector, they get for encourage them for coming and help in this direction. And also, on the energy, car power na emergency electricity. Not to something we for take 7 years. If for maximum 6 months. You know, Khadija, we have to be honest with ourselves. Fixing the energy is not a quick fix because it requires substantial amount of money. But when you take the 300 million where we don't pay to car power in the past 7 years, if only we be invested one day in thermal plants or on Bumbuna, blackout na way we not for nobody get in this country. But again, we understand, say, the reason why make this emergency power contracts, they continue year in, year out, now because some man they get backhand. I don't know, but that is the reason. They say some man they get backhand. Back pass, that's why they say they collect envelope, brown envelopes. So because of that, they encourage the continuous use of emergency power by private companies.
All right, many thanks. Adi Macauley, we join with this morning for can state some of the concern them where you get on issues that we get for do with electricity, issues that we get for do with the economy and safe. You talk small bit about the violence where they happen at some parts them na the country due to the lower level elections where the Salon People's Party they all now. It'll be a pleasure for hosting this morning.
Well, thank you, Khadija. Thank you, viewers and listeners.
All right, now the end the breakfast show for today. Princess Pias now produced the program, Musa Saukoma, and then it's Kamana and the technician them behind the camera them. And Mina Khadija Bangori say have a blessed day.
All right, so until we meet again, Mabel Kabade say get a good day and continue for watch Liberty TV. As throughout the day we get different contents where we upload now the different platform them also with the broadcast. Goodbye.
Undeveloped city, then clean. All clean city, develop.
This is Yvonne Akisoya, Mayor of Freetown. And today, I want to talk to Freetonians about sanitation. We objective, transform Freetown, transforming lives. We not go able to achieve them if we all not join hands. Freetown City Council get role, but every Freetonian also get responsibility. Let we start first with the fact say FCC with the sweep 110 major streets every single morning from Monday to Saturday. But when we don't sweep the streets, if Freetonians then come and they continue for heap dirty in the street, they make the place look fine. Now make we get them litter bins them. The yellow bins we wanna go see around. So when you waka, you drink from your water bottle, your water plastic, you eat your packets on tin. Not even a ground where you done. Make sure say you put on one of them bins then they. That litter bin they, there for you host dirty. Mean say if you pack you host dirty, you can pin her next to the bins them. Not to the idea that. Not give you host dirty to them one way the Allah say clean salon. No say that dirty way they collect now you host. Get for Karango now the one of the two official sites. They Karango Kisi Bome, they Karango King Tom Bome. It turns so it left on the ground. And now we council get a problem, but you said get a problem because now front somebody else in Domot, your own dirty don't end up. So wait you for do with your host dirty. We get the one then a council when we don't certify, say they're approved waste providers. Then they on tricycles, some of them they a vehicle. You will get host, you will get business, you in a hospital, institution, everybody for make sure say their waste collected by an approved FCC waste collector. We get the tricycle groups, we get the companies. So you go see them around. We engage with them on a regular basis. And wait till we go do now as we come into this new year. Now for make sure say FCC stand behind them for you for no outside and day and for let themselves go to you so that we no go get a gap. When you eat dirty in a gutter, it end up na Lumley Beach, Toke Beach. All the tourism ambition where we get for the city, we lost that potential there. FCC, they spend boku money on dirty business. The fuel, the labor, the vehicle maintenance, the spare parts, the night operations, the illegal dump site clearing where we get for the do every now and then. All that boku money. I'm not going to say we're not going to spend anything, but we're going to reduce some. If Freetonians then do the right thing. Because we're not going to get for go clear illegal dump sites. We're not going to get for sweep as many streets and spend as long. So if we reduce that money we spend now on dirty business, we will able to put some on development. We all want for improving municipal schools. We want improving markets them. We want for let we see new developments at the city. That money we will use for dirty business. You and while we all make up our mind. Pay.
You are watching Liberty Online TV.